It's time to duel. That's right, I could do it too. Eat your heart out, Yugi. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimension. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimension is a special Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie that came out this weekend. I think it's out for 2 weeks. Stars Yugi, Kaiba, crew, they're all back together to bring us a new movie, a brand new movie. Anyway, new for us US folks anyway. Japan probably had it for like a while, but it's all about America. And is the movie good? I'm gonna say I had a great time with this movie. This movie is a really welcome return to form to the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. You know, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series from back in the day. Kaiba, Yugi, Grandpa, Joey, Taya, Bakura, everybody's back in this movie, and I felt at home. It was like seeing the crew again, because we haven't seen them in a long time, and they bring a new adventure that I feel really bridges the gap between new fans of the card game and old fans of the card game in the series. Just brings them all together, and it's just harmony. Hakuna Matata. Again, to the pros and cons, why I believe that Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimension, it's in theaters right now, selected theaters, so you know, if it's in a theater close to you guys and you are a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, I say you go see this movie right now before it gets online. Here's why. Cast in the movie is shit. The voice acting in the movie is, of course, amazing. Dan Green, just fucking love him. Seto Kaiba, Yugi Moto, they're back in this movie, and they're sounding great and amazing. Like, their characters, I remember them just as from the TV show. They got that spot on. There's a lot of humor in this movie that's really delivered by Seto Kaiba. Seto Kaiba steals a lot of parts in this movie. I mean, that's Seto Kaiba humor, man. There are things that happen in the movie that I was just like, oh, why would that happen? Because I'm freaking Seto Kaiba. And I was just like, oh, yeah, he's Kaiba. I get it. The movie also introduces a new antagonist. His name is Diva, and yeah, Diva. New antagonist, and how he connects to the movie and how he connects to the lore of the 16 Yu-Gi-Oh! That was really done well. The good guy was menacing. The guy had a nice amount of heart to him. I feel the tragedy of what happened to him that led to him doing the shit he was doing in this movie. But then when he was going batshit crazy, I was just like, it's just crazy. Yeah. On the movie, more or less, the movie takes place a little bit after the events of the final duel between Yugi and the Pharaoh. As the Pharaoh left, that was heartbreaking. And more or less, Seto Kaiba wants to duel the Pharaoh again. He wants to have a chance to duel him again. So he's going to reconstruct the Millennium Puzzle, get it back together so we can duel the Pharaoh. That's Kaiba's agenda in this whole movie. That's what you need to know. And then you have Diva. His mission in this movie, more or less like every bad guy mission is in the anime, to wipe out the world, destroy it all. But and we only got one person with enough spiky hair to stop him, and that's Yugi Moto. That's your movie right there. Kaiba wants to duel the Pharaoh, and Diva has his agenda to wipe out the world, and Yugi's pretty much just like, yeah, okay, let's duel. Well, speaking of duels, the duels in the movie themselves were, oh my god, the animation is crisp, is amazing. It's just like that. I wish the TV show was just, can we just get more? Because it looked amazing. There were a lot of parts of the movie you see dragons and magicians, and the way things were executed was like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. I love it. A bunch of new cars, a bunch of cars you're gonna be like, I've never seen that before, and it looks broken as shit. There's this new mechanic in the game that's called dimension summoning. I mean, more or less how it works is pretty cool, but it's also kind of like, how does that really work, and could it be don't make it be a real thing, please. Now, if there's any cons I say about the movie, the fact that there are a few little nitpicks I got with it, and the only nitpicks is that when cards effects were happening and the way they were just executed, they weren't really explained or fleshed out. Kind of just like, yeah, I just summoned a bunch of monsters in one turn. But you can't do that, and then against the rules, well, screw the rules, I have a Millennium Puzzle. But there's a lot of humor in this movie, there's a lot of action in this movie, and the way the movie wraps up, the way it all ends, you're just like, I want to watch that again. That's how you do a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. So at the end of the day, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions had a great time with it. I loved the shit out of it. It was good to see Yugi and Kaiba come back together to save the world, more or less, and duel again for our entertainment. The cards in it were amazing. The effects in it were amazing. The animation was great. The storytelling was really good. And the way the movie ends is just like very heartwarming. It's a good send-off for the fans, like a good thank you letter to the fans. That being said, I'm going to say that Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions is indeed a 9 out of 10, which is worth owning and buying on Blu-ray. And so Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimension is in theaters right now. Did you see it? What do you think about it? Put a comment, let me know. Just talk about it. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! card, Yu-Gi-Oh! moment in the series, whatever it is. Just talk about it, because it's all about Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's all, guys. Subscribe. Until next time.